Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today on this chilly? I have to call it chilly because I think it's 32 degrees this morning. That's cold. I know some of you out there are saying that 32 degrees isn't cold. Yes, it's cold. It's very cold. But welcome to my show. My name is Ian Cordle. I'm also known as the Dentologist, and we are here live on PDR Interviews. I have got a guest for you people today. I'm super excited to have this gentleman on the show. I will kind of run through the sponsors and then say a little bit about who this is to me. And we'll bring them on and we'll talk. We'll just see what's going on. So I see we got some people starting in here. We got Jeff Crumwald. We got a couple other people. Good morning. Good morning. So, again, I'm Ian, the Dentologist, and this show is brought to you by a few of our sponsors I'd like to thank, and that's Mobile Tech Shade, Simply the Best Rain or Shine, and Dent Man Tools. I'd also like to have you guys remember that the official drink of PDR Interviews is get shit done. I don't like to cuss, but I'm just telling you, okay? So, other than that, our guest today, who I'm going to be letting come on here in just a second here, is Myke Toledo. And Myke Toledo in the paintless dent repair industry is, I would have to say, he has gathered the king crown. He has gathered the top pinnacle status because of the extra curricular work that he does for the industry. Not just training people, not just introducing new tools to the market and being the, really honestly, the go-to person to test things out and to give his honest opinion and filming. And I mean, I can just keep going on and on and on, but I see these things. I see what he's done. I see how much he's grown and everything. And it's really inspiring. So with that, I would like to welcome Mr. Toledo to the show. Let's get him in here. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing? How's everyone doing? How you doing, Ian?
I'm doing great. We got a bunch of people in the audience here. Let's see here. We got, let's bring on a couple different comments here. We got people saying hello this morning.
What's going on, Jeff? Bernard.
I want to start with this, man. I've gone to a couple different things that you have put on. One that I remember the most, one that had the biggest effect on my business, and I got to know you a little bit more away from the Mobile Tech Expo, which we've had fun at for years now, was the Mega Media event there in Texas, and just the whole way it was put on between you and John Hiley and the things that you brought to the table that really opened my eyes. Being a long time technician, been doing this a long time, but boy, it really opened my eyes that, you can be fighting yourself, and there's things and avenues to help with the business and everything. I just have to say, man, so many people have gathered quite a bit of leverage on their businesses from just the stuff that you've researched. And I just wanted to start it out with, man, thank you, and appreciate you being on the show today.
Yeah, thank you, Ian. Appreciate the awesome intro. I love the intro.
You like that?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I did a little funky dude with the music and everything,
and
and
super creative. Which your
someone's getting a little crazy in that car. What kind of car is that?
Oh, it's a Hellcat Red Eye,
dude.
So
I'll tell you, I'd give up a lot of my toys for something like that, bro. And I can go get one, but man, I don't know. It's I know what I do with it.
It's not my car though. It's
I know what I do with it,
car. So
you deserve it, brother. You deserve it, man.
So yeah, appreciate the kudos there, but I just love to do what I love doing, man. I can't help it. I teach. It's in my blood. Like I show, I want everybody to win. That's basically what it comes down to, man. And look at the industry. Everyone's winning. If you work hard and you have a goal and you believe in yourself. And I keep saying that tons of times. It really starts with yourself. You have to believe in yourself first. And that you believe in yourself first, and you'll get the price you want. You'll get to the success you want. All that starts from
confidence. Plays a huge role in that, and to be more confident. So I've seen, just by leading by example by yourself, surrounding yourself with quality minded people. It's, the people that you hang around. This is something that my dad used to tell me growing up, constantly. And it sunk in, as I get older, and now I'm the age that he was telling me this. And that is, you surround yourself with quality people, like-minded people that push you. And I'll tell you, it's definitely something that will make you grow as a business person, especially in this industry.
Yep. Birds of a feather flock together.
That's right.
If you want to know who you are, look at who you hang out with. That's basically
the truth. That is the truth. If a bunch of guys are wearing, and no pun intended, but they're wearing, overalls with no shirt, having videos with Metallica in the background to sell themselves on Paintless Dent repair, with the dog, barking in the background and so forth. You might want to work on that. You might want to work on your content. You might want to work on that stuff, and seeing videos like you've put together, boy, it's driven me to go past a mental block of going, there's no way I can do the video editing or try to understand more about it. But boy, I'll tell you, if I can do it, anybody can do it, period.
That is a point, dude. Like, if you can do it, anybody can do it.
That is the truth. What are you saying? What are you saying, bro? So everyone, I wanted to, Myke was asking me, what is a topic? Dude, I was like, dude, that's the beauty about the Dentologist Live, is there is no topic until there's a topic. So I'll tell you what, I want to just kind of touch on a few things that pop up into my mind. And that is the surrounding yourself with good people, surrounding yourself with people that bring you to the next level. Now, you have been training for quite some time. And you came out with, I'm not holding back on John Hiley either, because John, both you guys together are a force to be reckoned with. But the Dent Trainer online and the video tutorials and the training online where people, I'm telling you, genius for one, but then you have to put it to fruition. You have to actually really have that stuff. Now, the training and everything else, there's no way that you thought of all this. You two thought of all this together by yourselves, surrounding yourself with, business, professionals and stuff like that. What does that take on as far as you growing that part of the business, the online portion of training, the certificates after you train somebody at your shop, just the professional of all of it in a whole. What would you say, or who would you say that you look to really go that next level? Because it's super professional.
What do you mean? Like who do I look to?
So in other words, did you go out and did you hire attorneys to make up a specific genre of wording so that there's, that shows that they've been trained? It actually is binding in court, a non-compete, so they're not, pulling into your backyard, all these different things.
People like train, like personal training? Or are you talking about
training period in a class that you train?
Well, yeah, we always have contracts with the students. As far as them working in my backyard, I wouldn't be able to stop them to do that.
Okay.
Now, I can choose who I want to train and who I don't.
Okay.
And let's just start from scratch here too. I don't, just because people have the money doesn't mean I'm going to train you.
Right.
So that doesn't qualify you. I'm probably one of the most upfront trainers that somebody will meet, because I have to look at, like, I want to know what you're going to do. Are you going to try to go back to your job full time? Because
Right.
if you're going to do that, then don't do it. Don't give me the money. Just sign up for Dent Trainer and go at your own pace there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a person that's going to quit easy? Because are you a person that gives up on things and doesn't finish things in life? Then PDR is not for you. But if you
Are
do
these questions you ask them, or is this something that you just feel?
No, I ask them.
Okay.
I can tell what they're going to do. I can listen to them, or if they've got they're nonstop. This is what I want to do. I've been watching you for years, or I've been watching PDR for years. I'm so passionate.
Right.
Those are the words I want to hear.
Yes.
I know it's going to be hard. Blah blah blah. But when you tell people it's as hard as it. See, people don't understand. It's not the it's not the just doing PDR. It's the back end part of business.
Yes.
Of PDR. You have to be just as savvy or just as ambitious to want to promote your business as you are to do the business.
Right.
And that's another thing too. You techs out there who are working for a very good company, my advice too as well, if somebody's really treating you well, all you got to do is show up and do your job. That might be the best opportunity for you to keep that way, because it's very hard to run a business successful if you don't have that back end ambition. So
it truly is. It really,
I'm kind of going
is.
a little bit off topic, but going back to the contract thing, it's only a binding contract saying a responsibility that I will train you for this amount of time during these set of hours, and you will show up here and blah 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 blah.
But there's a legality that you took, and my question, I love hearing all the answers, whether they're exactly what I was asking or not, because it all kind of it comes around this one thing, is the professionality of everything that you've tackled. From the Dent trainer to the contract that we're talking about now, to the discussion with this person, finding out the steps. I'm trying to do this. Let's say for the next Myke Toledo, I know there won't ever be one, but I'm saying, in the future, for someone of the path they wanted to take to acquire that next level, you've got to have everything in writing and to the T, and proof behind it. That it's backed and so forth. You've created that bundle, and the people that you sourced to do that were.
Well, yeah, definitely lawyers and whatnot. And here's the deal too, Ian. Like, if you're going to deal with money, who deals with money without a contract? I don't know. Me and Dan Ontrop, we talked, and Dan Ontrop talks about that when he does Hail.
Mm-hmm.
But any smart businessman or woman is going to operate with a contract of some sort when it comes to money. Period. If you sign up for Dent Trainer, you're technically signing a contract saying that you are agreeing that it's an automated subscription, and you're going to get charged at the end of your subscription unless you cancel it yourself, right? So, and there has been times that people have overlooked their subscription, or they just click the buttons, blah 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 blah, and then they. I'm not saying anything there, but they disputed it and said, well, I never signed up for this and that. that's not true. You know, read this. And yeah,
Right.
I'll be honest with you, me and John, we don't really dispute the disputes because it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
But if in legality, if somebody wanted to go further with it,
Right.
we cover our butts. And
Yes.
that's basically what it is. It's a contract is saying that we are going to do our responsibility and you're going to do your responsibility. That's all what contracts are about, instead, and gets rid of the he said, she said.
Right. And that's something that is very hard for a lot of people to understand. They're like, no, you know, man, I went to this dude, man, and you know, we handshake, we did the secret shake, you know, and we talked about it. You know, when you're dealing with business as professional as you want to make yourself out to be for your customers, it's the same thing. You got to have a program, you got to have a system, and you got to have a contract. You know, you got to have something that is in writing that's binding between the two people, because I've seen too many times personally, especially that you figured there's no way, people change, life changes, things change, you know, and it's pretty huge, you know. I wanted to ask too, man, what do you do for fun? I mean, you got a beautiful family. Your wife, I know, keeps you busy. What do you do? What's fun to Myke Toledo away from PDR?
My hobby is seeing how fast I can get my kids to and from swimming every day. So I can't. My son's, you saw him starting to drive, but he hasn't officially got his driver's license. So, but going back to your quick question, and I'll get back to the son thing. Dude, I tinker with my tuner car, man. That's what I do.
Okay.
Off behind the scenes, you know.
The Honda or the
No, Honda, the Honda. So I have more fun with that car than the other one. So it's.
I remember that, dude. That little silver Civic, man, super clean.
Yeah, it's going to be debuted in one of the videos coming up, because I'm going to do a ride along in that car, talking about how I used to do PDR in that car and taking my viewers for a ride,
right,
and showing how I did it, you know. And you know, I mean, I think we were working out at anything back in the day, you know what I mean? We didn't have all these cool vehicle setups. We had trucks, but you know, not the way they're set up today. What's
the most hoopty? What's the biggest hoopty that you ever rode to do dents?
I don't think I had I had a Carmen Gia when I first started, man.
How did you put tools into a Carmen?
I don't know, dude. Like, and I had a boom box back there.
That's
of course,
awesome.
you know, we had 10 tools back then, dude. You know what I mean? We had 10 tools. You know?
Dude, I had for just a minimal of time. This is a point in my life that I don't like to bring up too often, but hey, we all go through tough times. I know I was. I drove a 84 Cutlass Sierra, the front wheel drive, the grandma ride, dude, got for a killer deal. And I'd kick my wife out of it, and I would drive Amy. I'd kick her out of it, and I'd drive it to go and take care of people. I'd park it way around back. They're like, dude, where'd you come from, dude? Where, you know, it's like, oh, I parked around back. They're like, oh, okay. Do you have any cards, man? You know, I'll just walk with you to your car. It's like, no, I don't have anything, you know. Yeah, it was bad, man, but it was only a short time. It was only for a month or two.
I got kicked out of a appointment one time because I pulled up my Carmen Gia on the driveway and I'm doing my thing. And I remember I couldn't get this dent out all the way, and I had to go back and get a tool that my dad had. And so I took off. I was getting to come back, and the guy calls me, he goes, "Hey." I go, "What?" "Yeah." He goes, "Don't ever come back here again. You left oil all over my driveway." I was like, oh, man. So I was like, I parked like on the side, dude.
Right.
Towed up all my freaking. It took me like 15 minutes to set up my light, man. I had one of those big iron rod lights, you know.
Speaking of those lights, dude, those square tube bulb fixture fluorescent, you know, deals.
Yeah.
When I was training guys, I made 250 plus. I made the whole tool sets and everything for the guys that I was training. And those lights, they've since rusted, and, I threw them in the trash or did whatever, because they were in the back of the house just collecting rust. About 3 months ago, I had a gentleman that I was introduced to, a body shop owner, manager actually. And he goes, "Hey, do you want do you want a light stand? And the guy sends me a ton of work and everything. So it's like, sure, I don't need one. Sure, I'll check it out. I got that PDR light and I want to give it to you. So I show up and we walk out to the back of his Blazer, and he opens up his Blazer and pulls out one of the lights that I built when I was 17 and a half, 18 years old. The exact one, right? Has the training course initials on it and everything. And it was like, dude, where did you get that? He goes, oh, well, I was trained back in, 92, 93 by this, this big guy. Bro, it was me. He's like, no way. But I have that. And he gave me the tools that I had built and everything, man. I mean, just crazy cool, that we our paths crossed again, and
it's crazy. You go a big old circle, man.
It super is, man. It really is. What would you say? Since now we know what you do for hobbies, we know that you like to drive, you like to, you're the man, dude. But I have to say, are you starting to create maybe a little bit more of a slowdown for yourself because we are getting better with age. I do have to agree. You look better now than you did 10 years ago. You're definitely taking care of yourself. But do you see a path out, or is it like me, man? Dude, this is what I want to do. I'm not looking at retirement.
That's a good question. Mary and I, we talk about that often. She knows that I'll never get out of the game for 100%. Do we have people that, handle the business, in the back end part, or like the front end doing the dents? Yeah. Do I do as much dents as I used to? No.
Right.
But I focus on other things that will help get the business further. Along with Mary. Mary and I are always working on, we talk every day, and we have goals about where we want the business to be.
Right.
And I'm not just talking, dent trainer or anything like that. I'm talking about just dent time.
Right.
And
that's your secret weapon, dude. I already know. Mary is your secret weapon.
She is. She's
great.
The backbone, man.
Hey,
listen, let's put it this way. I always preach, like, if something happened to me, the business can run. The system I got to work on is, if something happened to Mary, the business won't run. You know what I mean? Like, it's. Right. She's got that down, and I by no means do I want any part of that. I don't want any deal with that back end part.
Right. I mean? No, they're so crucial, man. My wife, dude. I mean, there's just no way. There really is no way. My sons now are doing it, or my son and my other son's starting to train with me and everything, and so I know that part's covered. People will be taken care of. The dentologist reign will continue. But if something, like you said, happened to my wife, Amy, I'd be dead in the water, man.
I wanted to give a shout out to Kevin. I can't read everybody's name for some reason. It says Facebook user, but
it does that. Facebook and Be Live are weird.
Yeah, Kevin Bird, what's going on, dude? How you been? And Jean, so thanks, John. And yeah, bring Mary on. Mary, we call each other mom and dad. Or then once in a while you hear us say, daddy, mom, what's up, mama?
Me and my wife, that is. I don't call your wife mom. I'm sorry.
But mama's over there making lunch for Gabby over there. Okay. She might jump in here for a second, dude. But
come on, Mary.
No, she said, I have to wake up.
That's okay. That's all right. She's beautiful no matter what. We know this.
She is.
So you tell her to put a couple more pieces of bacon on that sandwich.
Yeah.
I said so.
He says put a couple more bacon on that sandwich.
So this one here, a gentleman out here, person in the audience was saying he learned. I've heard several people. In fact, people have asked me, and it's kind of like I'm so picky. It took me 25 years, call it narcissistic, call it whatever. But I know, I don't know. I just had a different frame of mind. I always wanted to do it myself and everything else. And I really opened my eyes to this dent trainer when I got on there. I paid for a subscription. I wanted to see what it was all about, man. And I literally now, a lot of times I'll I'll look at somebody and they'll go, I just want to learn. They're passionate about it, but they're not really the person that I want to. Now, the path I'm taking is when I train people, for the most part, I want them to be part of Dent Solution. I want to keep growing, this business. So that's what I'm really looking for when I train. And man, it's like, I just don't, you live out there, this and that. So I'll go, hey, I'll write it down, figure this out. And I can't tell you how many people I've referred over to you that have learned it.
Thanks. Dent Trainer isn't just for like about training new techs, or it's people like yourselves. Like, hey, I've got a tech. I'm very busy. I want to train somebody, but I don't want to spend hours and hours training them the basics.
Right.
That's what Dent Trainers helps you for. Hey, listen, I'm going to go to this Dent Trainer. I'm going to give you some homework. These are the videos I want you to watch. I'm going to come back and I'll freaking see how well you do, or how well you understand those videos.
It opens people's eyes when they see that it doesn't pull in just one and done, or they don't just push once and go, that's not how dent repair is done. So it definitely opens people's eyes.
Yeah, it does. It does. John and I are working on more business aspects of the back end of that. Not as quite as in depth as a mega media event or something. As you know, Ian, you've attended a mega media event, but it's going to be a base. Like, hey, these are the things you need to do to get in check, but you need to be responsible in getting more detailed into that. So there'll be more aspects, even apps. There's an app on there called Diptych, a video I did. Small little thing that makes your videos and your things look a little bit better and stand out much better for Instagram or your Facebook post or your Google business post. Things like that.
I'm telling you, you've made it so much easier than the archaic ways that we dealt with. And then we'd get so busy. I'm talking even 20 years ago, we get so busy with dealerships and dealing with this and working 7 days a week that, you lose sight of there's a better way. There's something that'll set you even more ahead of the competition. And you guys, I see you have made it to the point to where it's literally so turnkey. That's the only thing that I'm a little upset about, buddy. Okay. Because, these guys are coming on and they look like they've been in business for 10, 15. They're coming on knowing stuff. It's like, wait a second, how the heck did you know that? I don't even know that, So, man, you really have made it a much easier way to transition into this business and made guys a lot better at what they're doing. So kudos to that, most definitely.
I get inspired by everyone else too as well. I mean, it's kind of a full circle here. I can't take credit for everything. Look at the younger guys who are coming up in this industry, their creativity. That's the main thing, is like being your own self, having your own identity, but being creative at the same time. That's one of the reasons why I look and I stay off Facebook as much as I can, like the main stuff.
Right.
Instagram is where I pretty hang out. But I try not to look too much into that because it kind of, how can I say, it distracts my creativity. I want to stay original as much as possible.
Right. You'll see a bunch of posts, from different guys, and guys are friending me, and they'll see a bunch of posts and they're all pretty much the same, and then all of a sudden you'll see, one from Myke. It's like, dude, I mean, God, this he's got a camera that goes around the guy and does all this stuff. And it's, I mean, there's no way. I mean, just put the phone down, throw it away, man. Myke's got it under control, dude. But yeah, I've seen some of these posts, man. They're next level.
I'll be honest with you. A lot of this stuff isn't like, it's mainly done with my camera phone. You guys see me get so crazy with I've kind of done a full circle. I get the full GH5s, the Canon, DSLRs, the high-end cameras,
right.
There's a place for it.
Right.
But I don't think it's right now the phones are getting so much better on your iPhone or your Android. There's no reason why you can't be just as creative, if not more, from your phone. I mean, that is the most.
You can. The phones nowadays are really, really good, man.
Look, this is all you need. All right.
You got 5G? Are you rolling 5G already?
no. I can't have everything, man. Not at once.
It's on order. Shut up.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. Hey, with that said too, man, we're coming to the end of the show. What would you say for guys that are thinking of coming on? What would you say to them? Let's say they see the show, because it will be mainstreamed on the air, ABC, NBC, and everything else. But what would you say to the guys that see the show and the future technicians that haven't yet started to push?
That's a good question. I would definitely stay focused, stay very patient with yourself. If you think you're going slower, go slower. Okay. If you're going too slow, go slow. And get and ask questions. Find out, ask many questions you can with people that you admire or you like in the industry. See if they'll give you some advice. Most of the good guys will answer your questions. I'm not saying all of them will, but I'm sure that people want to see you succeed. Here's another quick thing too. Don't be a veteran tech that doesn't want to help the new guy, because if he's determined, he's going to get there anyways.
And they'll remember that. They will remember you. Yeah, exactly.
Part of his success. Don't be not part of it, because he'll remember you. He will remember you regardless. Or she, sorry. So that's my advice. But stay patient with yourself, and as long as you're determined, you'll get there.
It's the truth, man. Hey, to all those techs, like Myke was saying, just go ahead and call me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was a jerk. I admit it. Okay. But Myke, thank you so much, man, for coming on. It's always fun when we hang out. This guy, if you ever get the chance to go driving in the car with him and his wife, you need to take some Advil, man, because your ribs are just going to be hurting. Him and Vince.
What are you talking about? That's
man, we had just good times, dude. Good times, man.
Well, thanks a lot, Ian. Appreciate the me bringing me on, man. It was fun, a pleasure.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being on, man. Well, hey, you have a wonderful day. Happy holidays to you and your family. Thanksgiving. We got Christmas coming up. MTE's just right around the corner. I know we'll be seeing each other, but if everything prevails, hopefully, the mask wearing here in California will make things different. But anyways, hey, thank you again, Myke. Appreciate you being on, man. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Take care. All right.
Bye-bye. Wow. The man, the myth, the legend. I'm going to finish it up like this, everyone. If you're interested in PDR, Dent Trainer is a incremental cost to see so many different videos these guys have formatted and put together you might even be a 15, 20-year tech. There might be something in there for you. Lord knows I learned a few things. I just tell everybody that I figured it out myself. With that, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We will be back next week, but remember, be kind to yourself and be kind to others, and make it a great day. All right, everybody. Happy holidays to you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.